Welcome my students, welcome to my today's topic. Today our topic is working with tables in MS Access 2010. Okay, so before going into the practical session of this lesson, at first we have to know some key terms. First of all, it is table. What is a table? Actually, a table is the basic building block of a database. Okay, so in a table, data is stored and organized in the form of rows and columns. Okay, so in database, the database objects such as queries, forms and reports use tables for extracting and working on data. Okay, so let us learn about creating tables in detail. Okay, so at first, views of a table. A table in MS Access can be created in dataset view or in design view. Okay, so at first we will learn how to open MS Access 2010 in your computer. So at first click on start button, then search for MS Access. Here it is, MS Access. So click on it. If you click on it, then the MS Access window will appear like that way. Okay, so here you have to click the blank database to create the new database. So double click on the blank database, then the blank database window will be appeared on the screen. Here in the file name box you have to put the name of the database you want to put. Suppose I am trying to give the database name as school database. Okay, and then click on the create button. Once you click on the create button, then the actual window of the MS Access will be appeared. Okay, so here you will have the views of a table. Okay, under under home tab, if you click on the view, you will have two types of view here, dataset view and design view. Okay, so a table in MS Access can be created in two views. One is database view, one is dataset view, another one is design view. So database view is the default view when a new table is created here. So what is the dataset view? Actually, this view is the default view when a new table is created. In this view, we can start entering data in a table and Access automatically builds the structure of the table. The data type is automatically selected by Access based on the type of data stored in the fields. And in design view, we need to create a structure for the table. We can do this by creating fields and defining their data types. Okay, so we can switch to dataset view when we want to enter data. So actually the difference between dataset view and design view is that in design view we need to create the structure for the table, and in dataset view MS Access automatically builds the structure of the table. Okay, now in the next part we will create a table in dataset view. Okay, so to enter data using the dataset view, at first we have to click the dataset view here, and then under the click to add column here, click to add column, just start to enter data in the table. Okay, remind that do not enter anything in the ID field. Okay, leave ID field here, and start to input data from this cell. Okay, so okay, now the second point is, if you want to move to the next field, then use tab key, and if you want to move to a new record, then use the arrow keys. Okay, so while entering the records, suppose I am entering the records here, suppose 5, and to put 5 1 5 5 1, and then press on the tab key, then it will automatically create the next next field. Okay, and then put the value here. Okay, and then again press on the tab key, then it will create another one field and put the details here. Again tab, it will gives us the cell to put the data. Okay, and if you want to fill the data for the next row, just click on this and then start to write data here. Suppose 1 2 5 2, then press tab key, then okay, then again tab, then again tab, okay, then again tab. Okay, again if you want to put data in the next row, just use your arrow here, or you can use mouse to enter the data here. Okay, and then again enter your desired data here. Like that way. Then again, sorry, here I have filled the wrong data here, that's why it is blinking. So it will be on the next, that is here you have to put the data. Okay, then press the tab key, so you can move to the next field, female, then again tab, then again okay, got it. Again click on the next row to enter the data here, 1789 suppose, and then again we are putting the value for the field 2, like that way, entering all the related data here. Okay, and at last it is like that. So okay, so now entering, already entered the records, so the screen will look like that way. Here the pencil icon shows that the record is being entered or edited here. Okay, after entering all the records, the column titles, that means field names, also need to be changed. Okay, so this is important because field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4 and field 5 do not specify the type of data stored in the field. Okay, so to change a field name, at first we have to click on the field, then we have to click on the field tab. Already we have select the field tab, okay. So at first click on the field, then click on the fields tab here, and then under the fields tab select name and caption from the properties group. Okay, then the entire field properties will be appeared. Okay, then the entire field properties box will be appeared. Okay, so delete field 1 and type the new field name. So in this example we are typing EMPID. Okay, that means employee ID, and then click on the OK. Okay, So the name already changed here. So similarly we can change the name, that means field name for the field 2 we can change here by doing the same thing again and again. So select the field name again, then name and caption, then enter field properties box will be appeared, and then in the name box just write the correct field name here. So I am doing here, okay, employee name, okay, then click on the OK. Again select the field 3 and then under the fields tab click on the name and caption, and then write the name, that means field name for the particular field. Here it is gender, then click on OK. Again click on the field 4, then under the fields tab select the name and caption, and then write the field name in the name box here. Here it is city, and then click on the OK. And for field 5 same, click on the name caption, delete this name and write your desired field name, okay, and then click on the OK. Okay, so now all the fields name already changed here, okay, so it looks like that way, okay. Okay, now if you want to rename a column or field, just double click the column heading and then type the new name, okay, got it. So if you double click on the field name, then you can change the name of the field here, okay, got it. Now we'll learn how to save a table. To save a table, at first click on the file tab, okay, then click on save to open save as dialog box. Here it is, save as dialog box. Here type the table name in the table name text box. I am typing employee, okay, here, and then click on the OK. So look at the employee table already created here, okay. Now we will create a table in design view, okay. So we can create a table and select the data types using design view, okay. So let us design a table with the necessary fields and data types, okay. To create a table in the design view, just click on the create tab, okay, then click on table design, okay, and then click on the table design in the tables group, okay, and then enter names in the table one by one with their data types, okay. So I am doing everything for this view. At first field name, and then we have to mention the data type. So enrollment number, okay, and then click on the data type, okay, click on the data type column of the field. The default data type of text appears, that is short text. If you want to change the data type, then click on the arrow to open the drop down menu and select here the number, because here it is enrollment number, so the data type should be number, okay. Similarly we are trying to enter all the fields name and their data types in the table like that way. Name of the student, okay. So click here in the data type. So default data type is short text, then click on the arrow and select the Okay, I am selecting the data type short text for the name of the students here. Okay, then again we're trying to put another field name, that is date of birth. Okay, and selecting, then click on the data type and select the date or time for date of birth. Okay, then for the next I am writing here course, so course name should be text, so short text, then fees paid. Okay, then click on the data types again and click on the arrow and select data types from the drop down menu. Here fees paid, will select yes or no. Okay, got it. So the table will now look similar to this. Okay, similar to this. Okay, this is the design view of the table. Now the next part is we will select a primary key. Then you have to know that what is a primary key. Actually, a primary key is a database field that contains a unique value for each record in the table. Okay, so a primary key can never be null. For example, in the student record table there can be more than one student with the same name or course, but enrollment number or the roll number is unique for every student. So the roll number or enrollment number is the primary key field of the table. Okay, now to define a field as a primary key in the table, at first click on the enrollment number field name. Okay, and then click on the design tab, here already selected, then click on the primary key button. Here is the primary key. Now click on the primary key button. Okay, so if we have clicked primary key button, a small key icon appears on the left side of the enrollment number field. Okay, the presence of this icon shows that the enrollment number is the primary key field in the table. Okay, so now if you want to remove the primary key field, then if you want to remove the primary key property from a field, just click on the field and then click on the primary key button. Okay, got it. Okay, so already we define the primary key in the table here. Now we will set the field properties here. Okay, the bottom half of the design view screen, here it is the field properties section. This section allows us to set more values in a field. Okay, to set properties for a field, now you are taking the steps. At first we are clicking on the fees paid field in the table. Okay, then click on the general tab, here already selected in the field properties section. Then click on the format option text box, here it is format option text box. A small arrow appears on its right. Okay, now click on the drop down arrow and select the yes no option. Yes, okay, we are selecting. Okay, got it. Okay, now click on the text align option here and then click on the drop down arrow and select any one. Here I am trying to select general for this. Okay, after setting all these properties for all these fields, save the table as student record by clicking on the save button. Okay, so just click on save button. Okay, then select the table name. Okay, I am giving student details. Okay, and then click on OK. Okay, got it. Now we will learn how to enter data in a table. Okay, To enter data in a student record table, just we are trying to follow the steps. At first click on the home tab, then click on the arrow on the view button to open its drop down menu. Okay, here we are clicking on the datasheet view. Okay, datasheet view. Okay, so the table will look similar to this figure. Okay, now we can enter data one by one as already we have entered. So just I am entering the data for couple of students, then press on the tab key. Okay, and then on the next tab it will be the date of birth, so it will be like it's 7/19/84, and then press on a course tab and then write BCA, and here you have to select if fee is already paid for Rishabh Suri, then select, if not then unchecked. Okay, and then again coming to the next row, here it is 340890, then it is Kopil Anand. Okay, and then again 4/5/1989. Okay, and then course MCA, and then we are leaving unchecked here. Then the next 4/5/8/97 tab pre Ank Singh 9/9/990, then tab that is BCom and unchecked here. The next, here it is the last data we are entering here, even VISHWS Kumar, and then the date of birth. Okay, and then the course, and then fees. I am selecting it. Okay, so already we have entered data in this table for the students. Okay, now we learn how to insert a new field. Okay, to add a new field in design view, at first open the table in the design view. Okay, and then click on the field before which the new field is to be added. Okay, so I am selecting here, and then click on the design tab. Okay, already selected. Then click on insert rows. Here it is the option. Okay, a new field is inserted here. Now enter the field name and select the data type. Okay, so I am entering here the field name, that is ER. Okay, so the data type, will be short text. Data type will be short text. Okay, got it. Now save the table. Click on the file and then click on the save. Okay, now if you want to delete a field from the table, then again click on the student details table in the design view. Click on the design view after selecting the table, then click on the row it should be deleted. Then click on the delete rows button in the design tab. Okay, so if we want to delete the fish bed field, then select the field name and then click, then and then select delete rows under design tab. If you select if you click on delete rows, a confirmation dialog box appears, and then click on yes to delete the selected field here. Okay, it will permanently delete the fields. Okay, so if you want to delete this, then click on yes. If you are not wishing to delete this, then click on no. Okay, so if we select yes, then it will delete the field name from here. Okay, now we'll learn how to move a field. Moving a field means to rearrange the order of fields. For example, you can move the second field to the fourth position or the fifth field to the first position and so on. To move a field, just open the table in the design view. Click on the record selector of the field name to select the entire field. Again, click on the record selector of the field name of the select field, and without releasing the mouse button, drag the mouse up and down to move the selected field. So select and then just okay, so leave it. Okay, so I am selecting the record selector of the field ER. Okay, and without releasing the mouse button, I drag the mouse up and down and move the selected field up. Okay, so the field is moved to the new place here. A thick black line will appear as we move the mouse to show the desired location. Okay, so now already you have released the mouse to move the field to the new place. Now if you want to edit records in a table, open the table in the datasheet view. Okay, yes, datasheet view, and click on the data cell we want to edit. Okay, using arrow keys, move the cursor where we want to change data. Type the new data or modify the existing data. Press tab key to move to the next record. Okay, so the cell entry will be automatically saved to the table here. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you.